Wait, no way. Is this XTR sitting in an empty map alone talking to himself for 30 minutes again? Oh my god, it is! Oh, welcome back, guys. We're on Pearl today, and we're gonna do a little bit of entry pathing since I noticed a few people wanted to hear about it, and basically just how to play this map as Phoenix. This is gonna be a good video because a lot of people play Phoenix on this map. When I run into other Phoenixes in ranked, it's almost always on Pearl, and I don't necessarily know why, because yes, this is like one of his most playable maps. I personally do not really have fun playing Phoenix on this map. I opt to play Chamber more so, but I still have played a lot of Phoenix on this map. And we're going to go over how to attack every single site, including mid. And then we will go over a little bit of how you can play defense. In defense, I will play around this area and art. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll get started right now. We're going to start with B site attacking, because B site attacking is pretty easy with Phoenix for the most part. So generally, if you have a competent team, this will be smoked by either your Astra or your Jet. If it is not, you flash around. And if it is smoked, what you're going to want to do is go into the smoke, flash out, and then kind of peek like this and hold these angles here. This is kind of the orb. I almost always grab this orb. Nobody ever grabs this, so feel free to grab that orb. If you're playing Phoenix, you can farm some ults pretty easily. From here, you're going to want to run up to the pillar. You're going to want to clear this, and then kind of clear like this. This should all be smoked. As a note, generally the enemy will smoke this. If they do, you clear this. And then from here, you decide what your team wants to do. We're going to go under the presumption that we have an Astra, okay? So the Astra is going to smoke all of this. They're going to smoke Heaven, they're going to smoke CT, and they're going to smoke Blink. So from here, once you're in these smokes that are going to end about right here, you have a couple options. You can call for your Fade to dog left if nothing's there. Then at this point, what I almost always do is flash out like this and insta-hard clear these angles. And then from there, the rest of my team will usually go back halls. If I opt to not do that, what I can do is wall across like this. The team, you kind of got to calm this to your team. Be like, I'm going to wall across. If they say no, then don't do it. But usually I'll wall across and I'll flash into this angle. I'll molly right here, so that way I can run up without getting swung. Usually it'll land a bit deeper, so it's so they can't be like hugged up against this wall. This is a really good molly because from here you can throw a little bank flash and you can fight, or you can flash like this and it'll get into CT and you can come around fighting like that. So it's pretty good for the most part. It's pretty easy to take this site. This site is like super self-explanatory. If you're Phoenix and you have the bomb for some reason, what you want to do is wall, and you're going to want to plant right here. I've learned that if you plant in the default spots, you are almost every single time going to get spammed by something. So always when the wall is up, I would recommend just planting in the center because you rarely get spammed as much. Now from here, if you want to get aggressive and you still have any util left, if you have a molly, come like this, hard clear this. So if you want to get aggressive at all, just kind of hard clear this and then flash from here. You can throw any type of flash you'd like. I typically prefer to flash around the box. That way, if there's anyone at the box, they will get blind as well. There's uses for each flash on this site. This is really good for bank flashing, I've noticed. I'll use this a lot and kill people CT. And then generally, you're going to want to use a regular flash here. I don't really recommend pushing up into CT. There's really no need. You're kind of throwing the game. B-Link is something that's kind of useful to take, though. Now, if you have somebody pushed into B-Link, you could always play Sign and kind of wait for them to get close. And once you hear them, just use footsteps, flash around the corner, and take a fight then. So that's pretty much how I take B with Phoenix. If you're going to go through Link, it's also very, very simple. All you have to do is... what I generally do is I will flash, I'll break the trip, and then I will molly. Because if they're standing here and they're blind, then they're going to get flashed. If we don't have smokes, I'll come like this, I'll clear. And I'm going to wall across like this. I'm going to keep going down, I'm going to hard clear. And then from here, I'm going to throw a flash like this. And that should get anyone that's kind of like standing right here waiting. If you throw it like this, generally, if they're not playing like back here, then it's not going to hit them. So that's why I kind of throw it a little wider like that, just so it'll usually get them, depending on where they're playing. And sorry, hold on, let me redo that. That was kind of messed up. A bit like this, kind of. So that's pretty much how you take Link. Also, very, very simple. You really can't mess it up. If you mess it up, you're pretty friggin' stupid. So that's pretty easy for the most part, I won't lie. Now for mid, there's a couple things you can do. Generally, if I'm a bit late to mid, I'll flash out and I'll molly this, and then I'll just kind of scale up. From here, I will flash one more time in. I will hard clear this angle every time, and then I will hard clear. I will go like this, and then I'll hard clear this angle. From here, I'll kind of be careful and I'll clear this, but generally I'll have a teammate clearing back boxes for me. If you're early to mid and you're fighting for art and you know somebody is like tucked right here, or like up against this wall, I will always flash twice. And then I will peek this guy. Almost every single time I flash twice there. I'll flash, I'll wait the spam a bit, and then I'll flash again and swing. Usually, if you flash once, whoever's playing behind this box is going to swing out. So if you flash again, it'll get him too. And you can kill this person, you can fall back, and you can molly this guy out and maybe hold the right side and then swing the left side that way. So by holding the left side when you molly, if he doesn't peek the left side, then you know he's wide swung on the right side. You can just line your crosshair up and wide swing him and kill him. So usually I will double flash this to get both of them. Kill this guy, molly this, hold the left for just a second to see if he swings this side. If he doesn't, I line up my crosshair and I swing. So that's pretty easy. If you already have art control and you didn't really need to use util for the most part, then at this point I will molly this and I will flash into the connector. I will hold this connector. I'll peek up here. I'll hold this and then I'll wait a little bit, have a teammate take this cover for me, and then I will flash around the corner and I will take fights. From here, if we don't have anyone main, you're going to want to wall like this. If you have another flash, that would be huge. If you have a molly, you can spend it default and then flash like this, and then you can clear. Usually when I'm coming into this angle, I will almost always flash like this and peek flowers first, and then I will clear this, because if they get flashed like right here, they're not going to have enough time to get away anyways. Whereas if flower, sometimes they won't even be blind, right? And if they are flower, they can tuck pretty easy. So you want to kind of just clear that and make sure they're not about to kill you. And then from there, then you can clear this guy who's going to probably be backing up or running away, or he's going to be tucked behind this box. So that's pretty much how you take mid through here. You also have the option of walling like this if you have teammates in main, and then you can kind of flash like this, and then that will also get back sight, and you can continue on that way. You can also molly out dugout. And if you really know he's there and you want to commit to this, you can spam here and then carry your spam over that way once he swings. Now, for A main. A main is a little weird because generally everything is almost always going to be smoked off, and it's a really small site, so there's not many places to use your wall. Generally, I will double wrap the smoke and I'll wall like this, so it's going to be smoked anyways, and then from there, I will flash this little like area where it's not smoked, and I will take fights here, and then I'll flash around the back of the site. That's my general entry path for Phoenix. That works pretty well. You could double wrap the smoke like this, or you could wall off like the right side, which is something I do a lot. That way your team can't get peeked from there. You can 100% dedicate to clearing this out with the flash. From there, once I clear that out, I will almost every time flash this, and I will peek that. And then I can carry on getting a little bit aggressive if I'd really like to. If you're worried about getting swung from CT, you can molly like this. You can flash over, peek it, and then you won't really be exposed. Yes, they could stand behind it, but usually that doesn't happen. So yeah, that's pretty much all of entry pathing for the most part. There's not really much to say. Pearl is really simple for Phoenix. It's really, really easy to play Phoenix on this map. Honestly. A lot of times I will lurk too, because if I'm already up in a certain area, sometimes I'll lurk through. So yeah, it's pretty simple for the most part. For A site, which is where I generally almost always play Phoenix. Oh my god, Phoenix is really good on this site if you play him right. If I am 100% dedicating towards A site, yes, you got to worry about raise nades. Yes, you got to worry about fade suck and fade eye. But if you have a teammate covering at least a fade suck or a fade eye, then you can play around this box here pretty easily. You can also play here pretty easily as well, and art as well. So these three areas are super strong for Phoenix. Generally, I will do this once a game where I just hide back here and wait for them to cross pretty much to this area, and from there I will flash out. I'll take a fight, I'll kill whoever's there, I'll flash high over the box, because if you do it sometimes like this, it'll catch the box and won't flash everyone. So you want to flash high here and then peek like that. So generally, play around the box, wait for them to come out, flash, kill one, flash, kill another. They aren't going to expect you to flash and swing the other angle generally, especially if you flash over the box. They're not going to be ready for it. And from there, once I kill two, I will molly, or sometimes I will wait for somebody to come out. I will molly this, and then I will flash from the other side and take a fight. So there's a lot of ways you can like cover this area. You want to kind of switch it up. I don't really recommend playing in this corner, especially not with Phoenix, because what you can do is you can like wait for one to get in the smoke and molly, and if he runs out, you can kill him and then run back. You can do that, but generally you're going to get overrun. A lot of times people will just run through the molly. So generally you're going to want to play backside here. You can play dugout and flash out of it, although I personally don't do that as much because a lot of times they get up there before I'm ready for it. So you can flash like this and come out here. You can flash, you can flash like this and fight if you really wanted to. And if you want to get a little fancy, flash like this just for this side, if you know they're like crept up left on you. But that's how you're going to want to play Phoenix on site. When you're retaking, now this is, I have a bit of issues with this personally, but I always wall like this, and then I will come around this area. I'm going to assume my teammates flowers, and then I'll flash front sight, and I'll just spam this, and then I'll flash wider and peek this, and then fall back behind the box if I get a kill. So that's pretty much how you want to retake. If you're retaking like this, a wall I'll do sometimes is just walling everything off like this, and then I will either flash art and just go straight through and ignore the people on site, or I will flash site and hard clear everything on site. I will do either one of those. Generally, I go for the site route because the site route's a bit better in that situation. Now we're going to talk about B site, because B site is pretty good as well. So when they're walking up, you just kind of wait for them to walk up and get like to about right here, and then you want to flash out. You want to call that obviously, and you should be able to get one, and then off that one you're going to kind of want to fall back a bit. And then what I usually do, which is really ratty, is I wait for them to get up here then, and then I flash again and I take another fight. You can also molly the pillar and then flash. You kind of got to be pretty quick with it though. Or you could just play sign and sit, but I'm not really going to talk about sign because all you do is flash out of here. Really, like, most of this map just comes down to using your using your ears. Sorry, I can't swear anymore, guys. I'm getting suppressed. It's so hard. All right, so what you guys got to do is pretty much on this map, all you have to do is just play off of sound. That is the biggest thing with this map specifically, because everything is so open. So once you play off of sound and like actually take fights, it is so free to get like 1 or 2 with your flashes, as long as you're playing sound. Because once you flash them, they're so in the open. There's no cover they can fall back to, and the only way you really die is if they either 1, turn the flash, or 2, they have somebody playing anti or someone that hasn't peeked yet and just trades you. So this map is super good. What you can also do in art is you can molly this off the start, and then you can kind of flash around the corner and take fights once you hear sound. Remember guys, sound is like 100% key for using your flashes on this map. 100% free. So make sure you guys are using your sound to the best of your abilities. That's the biggest thing I can harp on in this map. This map is very, very sound intensive. You need to use your sound with Phoenix super heavily. But yeah, his util is very good for splitting sites in half and for gaining ground and flashing through on this map. So this is definitely one of his best maps. I personally don't really like playing Phoenix on this map that much. I don't find it super fun. But this is one of his best maps, for sure, for sure. Like super easily one of his best maps. For art, you can play behind the box and you can flash out, and you can usually get one. From there, you can throw a molly with the shoulder, and if they start pushing you, you can flash again. So that's pretty much how you play art. It's pretty simple. Or you can play back here and flash once they start getting up. But you just got to worry about them being behind the box. That's why I prefer to play a bit closer, so I can get one, and then I can just fall straight here. And then if they start coming up A, I don't really have to fight. I can just go back to site and use my flashes there. So yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. I mean, you guys wanted to see Pearl, so I figured I'd talk about it real quick. If you have any questions, or you have any like different ways you guys like to play Phoenix, let me know in the comments. There is a couple flashes you can do here. You can flash into there for your team, if you guys aren't aware of this flash already, and then you can also flash over this. I don't know how effective this one specifically is. I think that might only get people that are actually like standing in main. I'm pretty sure it only hits them. So there's a couple cool funny flashes you can do. If your team is pushing A, you can also do a flash like that, given you have to jump with it. But yeah, you can also flash like that. That'll blind pretty much everyone sitting there staring for the push. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment telling me what you thought, and if there's any types of videos you want to see in the future. I'll see you guys later. Bye.